Hey y'all, it's Morris. Today I'm heading out to a little town called Red Rock, Texas. About 38 miles southeast of Austin, right near Lockhart, Texas. I'm going to be doing another kind of story on Lockhart coming up soon, so keep out an eye for that. Keep an eye out? Well, just watch for it. You'll see it coming up on our channel before too long. Anyway, this little town of Red Rock is just a small little dot on the map. We found this place when my daughter and I were looking for a location to shoot a short film that I had written a short story on, and we needed an old house that had that Texas feel to it. So we found this house, and I thought it'd be cool to come back out today and photograph it as part of our Texas Goen series. If you've been watching our channel, you know that we're documenting a lot of stuff going across Texas, and I have been for years, of things that are slowly disappearing, a way of life, the buildings, the places these people lived, and that made Texas what it is today. So once I get there, we'll tell you a little bit more about the story and go from there. Oh, if anybody's interested in seeing the short film that we produced, let me know and I'll be glad to post that, and would love to hear what you guys think about the short film that we did. They are not for sure the exact age. It is owned now by a guy and his partner that is either great-grandfather or great-great-grandfather originally built it. I'm not for sure which on that. Anyway, I'm out here on a cold day. The reason I waited for a cold day to come out is because last time I was out here, the grass was about this high, and I know there are rattlesnakes out here because they told me they had killed 3 rattlesnakes over the past couple of years. So I sure didn't want to get on a snake, so I've been waiting for the cold weather. But I got out here, and to my surprise, the grass had been cut down and cleaned up. So it's good to see that. Real happy to see the place is still standing. The old windmill's still here. You can probably hear it in the background creaking. You can hear some cars off the highway. We're not too far off the highway from here, but it's just a really cool little place. I'm going to shoot some pictures. And like I said, the name of this town is Red Rock, and it was started in about 1850 according to the Texas State Historical Association. All this is online. And one of the earlier settlers, James Brewer, built a chimney for his house out of red rock, and as you can see here, there is still a lot of red rock in the area. Maybe not what we would call red today, but back in the day it was pretty red. So I'm sure the chimney was built out of rock very similar to this that he found in the area and utilized. And by the 1870s, there was a post office here. Getting a post office was a really key component for these little small towns. You've got to remember, it was the only form of communication for them. It'd be like in today's world, if you live somewhere that didn't have internet service, and then all of a sudden there was an internet service provider came in, and it would just open up your whole world. I mean, so it was really a huge deal having a post office come in. In 2021, there were 397 people here. So it's still a small, active little community. Today, though, I'm focusing in on this house and the old windmill, which I think is beautiful. There's just a lot of art to it. I'll be showing you these pictures here as we go on through the video, and intermittent in them, shot in black and white. I used to shoot all my pictures on black and white film because that was all that was available. Today I've gone digital, both with my iPhone and with a Sony camera. So I'll be doing a little bit of both today, kind of changing up depending on which angles I'm doing and what I need for this particular moment. So time to get to work and take some pictures. So as you can see, it's extremely windy out today. So I'm not going to be able to use my little tripod to put my camera phone on. So I'm going to just put the phone on the ground here, kind of shoot up and just continue on taking some pictures around of the little house and of the area. Not the best of situations here, but just going to deal with what I got to work with. So there we go. I'm going to go up and shoot now part of the windmill. I want to show how it's kind of chained off so that it keeps it from rotating. Also want to show this really cool little surrounding of the well. It's how they did it in the old days. So I don't know how much you were able to see me actually shooting that stuff. So I'm going to try it a different way. Now I'm trying to capture that chain, showing you how that windmill is not able to move. You can probably see it right there. I'm going to turn around and zoom in here another direction in a minute. So I also wanted to show you the old well cover. Oh, sun's coming out. That's nice. Good to see some sun. So the old well covers were made to cover up the hole in the ground that was actually dug where they got their water. This was water for drinking and cooking and cleaning and bathing and everything else. So if you didn't have something like this up around, kids, dogs, anything else could fall in there and obviously would die, would not make it from a situation like that. This is the way they used to use these old pulleys, and you can see the area around. There has been some recent construction, which is great to see. Hopefully this old house is going to maintain standing and hopefully be redone. But this is not the original, obviously, the old pulley that was used. But what they would do is tie a bucket on a rope, bucket probably similar to that. This is actually probably an old well bucket. You can tell because it's long and narrow, and that's what they would use because the hole for the well itself was not that deep. So they are not the hole, but the circumference, if I could talk, was not that big. So they wanted to keep the bucket long and narrow so they could get as much water each time they could as they pulled it out. So that's kind of cool too. Again, that's a new rope on there, and that doesn't necessarily, no, that's not an old bucket, but it's the style of an old bucket, which is cool to see. I'm really cognizant of pointing out what is old and what is not when I can tell, because I think it's important. I don't want to in any way misrepresent the age of an item or what something is from things that are newer. It's important to me to be as just historically correct as possible when I'm doing this work. So that's why I'm always saying this is new or this isn't old. You know, you can see the old clothespins. Again, I don't think these are super old, but they would probably use this to hang towels and sheets and everything else on to help dry it. So unfortunately, there's some graffiti here and around on some of the pieces. Hate to see that, but that's just the reality of today's world. As a photograph, I try to photograph around it. I really don't like to do any Photoshop on the pictures as far as removing any items that are in the picture or adding something that's not there. Obviously, I do tonality work, but I don't do anything that's going to, I think, destroy the integrity of what's really gone on in the picture. So I'm gonna get back to shooting, and you can reach me like I told you before, on my cell phone. Send me a text, 210-825-3755. Don't call me because I don't pick up and listen to messages. Make sure it's a text. So now I'm inside the old house. I was able to get in and taking a look, and I'm going to show you some of the old furniture and some of the old things that are here in the house that, again, I think make it beautiful. So show you some video of that first, and then I'm going to show you the end pictures of what we ended up with after we did the shoot. Now, I don't know if this was original when this house was built or not, but it's obviously very, very old mirror and dresser, which I think are really cool. And here's an old iron bedstead. So these are really cool springs and coils. I don't know how they're gonna photograph on. It looks like at some point somebody had laid some kind of linoleum flooring down. So I'm not sure how that's gonna photograph, but the old bed itself is really cool, and I think I'll be able to get a good shot of that. This is just the window as it's starting to fall apart, which again, I find great beauty in, just as the natural age of everything, and you see how it goes. Here's another very old piece of furniture, as well as an old cabinet that they probably stored clothes and there are other items in. Well, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video today and enjoyed some of the still pictures of the elements inside and out that I photographed as part of again, our ongoing series of Texas Gone, Disappearing Texas Traditions and Ways of Life. Hope you really like it, and if you do, please subscribe to our channel. Check back for more videos and pictures. If you're ever interested in buying anything, just let me know. We'll get you taken care of.